New tariffs on Canada, Mexico, China set to take effect Tuesday. President Trump leveling that 25% tax on those countries. All three countries actually responding, saying that they will retaliate. I know China is getting an extra 10% tax. Joining me right now to discuss, we've got Democratic strategist Jonathan Harris and Republican strategist Matt Klink. Thank you both. I want to spare the audience some spin here and keep our time economic here. Because obviously this tariff discussion has been much talked about. I mean, the administration is saying that this is indeed to help stop the flow of fentanyl into the country, among other things regarding our border. Matt, let's just play what if, tariffs end up raising prices for all of us across the board, but we have fewer overdose deaths of young people in this country. Will the economic plan that President Trump has in play backfire?
Adrienne, the simple answer is that it depends. I mean, look, right now that if the numbers are shocking, that fentanyl is the #1 killer of men ages 18 to 40 right now. So, and I think what you heard Secretary Noam say at the border today, that, you know, the crime and dangerous drugs flowing across the border, primarily from Mexico, but to a lesser extent from Canada, nevertheless, necessitated this. The tariffs go into effect on Tuesday, and it could, I underscore could, have the potential to increase the cost of certain things. If the gain is better than the near-term price increase, or if Canada and Mexico come to the table and are serious about stopping the flow of crime and drugs flowing across the border, I think that everybody will ultimately end up winning. We've said all along that Trump's tariffs are a tactic to get people to negotiate because the status quo is not working.
Jonathan, if this terror plan were to work and America becomes stronger in negotiating with our allies as well as our enemies, and lower the price of eggs, because we've heard that a lot this past couple of weeks, will we see more bipartisanship among at least moderate Democrats and Republicans?
I mean, that's a pretty big if. One of the things I said years ago when I was covering these topics is the International Monetary Fund said before COVID that we were headed for a recession. And the primary reason that they cited for the recession was Trump's trade war with China, these silly tariffs and the trade war that he started and then lost with China. And so if past is prologue, it's not going to work. It's going to, I mean, Donald Trump himself said recently, I think yesterday or today, that there should be some pain expected. And for the people that voted for him and actually believed him, which is stunning to me that anyone would, but that actually believed him, that he cared about the middle class and cared about lowering the price of groceries, I don't think that he campaigned on causing people pain. But that's what he's saying now by doing these completely voluntary tariffs that crashed our economy into a recession the last time he did it. So to answer your question, I don't know that they will work. If they do work, I think it'll be strongly based on the response of the constituencies of our people in office, because if their constituencies are furious that they're having even more, you know, the price of eggs is at a record high in groceries. If Donald Trump makes that worse, bipartisanship, if their constituencies are upset, is probably not on the table.
Matt, real quick question.
The price of eggs has, the price of eggs has zero to do with Donald Trump. It's the Department of Agriculture killing 100 million chickens because of concerns over bird flu before Trump took office. No chickens, no eggs. So that's
what comes first, the chicken or the eggs? Let me get to this because there are facts there, but let's get Matt, one more question in. Federal employees are being offered deferred resignation if they don't want to comply with this elimination of work from home. Staffers have until Thursday to decide if they'll resign in September. They're going to be paid every biweekly paycheck like normal. They're just off the books until September. 200,000 people, Matt, could take this deal. What are your thoughts?
That is a win for the country. Right now, about 6% of the federal workforce shows up for work on a daily basis. That is not tolerable. It's not sustainable. Either show up to the office or quit, or ultimately be fired. I think it's a great plan. The public overwhelmingly supports the downsizing of government. And again, Trump's changing the status quo and trying to shake up Washington, D.C. because D.C. government is broken.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.